Odisha's mineral wealth is transforming it from a regional supplier into a global metal hub. And that shift has geopolitical consequences for trade, energy security, strategic alliances, and regional development. In 2025 to 26, Odisha produced about 471.49 million metric tons of minerals and dispatched 454.76 million metric tons, generating roughly 46,710 crore rupees in mineral revenue. Odisha Mining Corporation recorded its highest output of 44.82 million tons, including 40.02 million tons of iron ore, plus chrome and bauxite. Major investments and MOUs in 2026 totaled about 24,823 crore rupees across steel, metals, power and green equipment, expected to create nearly 29,500 jobs. Mega projects: Vedanta's multi-lakh crore aluminium investments and the IHC Adani $11.5 billion integrated aluminium complex, among India's largest foreign investments in metals. JSW's 65,000 crore rupees integrated steel plant in Paradip, 13.2 million tons capacity, is another example. Minerals are feedstock: iron ore for steel, bauxite and alumina for aluminium. Large, stable reserves reduce supply risk and lower input costs, enabling integrated projects. Coastal ports, Paradip, cheap logistics, and captive power make large-scale smelters and steel mills economically viable. Certainty of supply attracts long-term capital and foreign direct investment. Resource security and strategic autonomy: reliable domestic supplies of iron ore and bauxite reduce India's dependence on imports, strengthening industrial resilience during global supply shocks. Energy and climate diplomacy: aluminium and steel are critical for renewable energy, electric vehicles, and defense manufacturing. Large domestic capacity supports India's green transition and export ambitions. Foreign investment and strategic partnerships: the IHC Adani deal brings Gulf capital and strategic ties with the UAE, deepening India's economic diplomacy westwards and signaling investor confidence. Regional balance and competition: Odisha's rise shifts the industrial map eastwards, balancing development away from traditionally dominant regions like Odisha's neighbors and potentially reconfiguring domestic political economy. Maritime and trade security: coastal industrial clusters rely on secure sea lanes and port infrastructure. This elevates the strategic importance of eastern ports like Paradip in India's Indo-Pacific posture. Supply chain geopolitics: as global powers diversify away from single-source imports, for example China, India's aluminium/steel output becomes attractive to partners seeking alternative suppliers, boosting geopolitical leverage. Sustainability: OMC's scientific mining, afforestation, dust control, and CSR are important for ESG compliance and social license to operate. This matters for international investors and India's image. Local development, job creation, infrastructure, and revenue can spur regional growth, but environmental impacts and displacement risks remain critical governance challenges. Policy stability: proactive state policies, MOUs, and a focus on integrated ecosystems are attracting investors. But aspirants should note risks. Commodity cycles, land and forest issues, and litigation can delay projects. Opening: Odisha's mineral boom positions India better for strategic autonomy in metals. Body points: input security, integrated value chains, foreign investment, coastal logistics, sustainability measures. Policy recommend: strengthen environmental safeguards, community rehabilitation, value addition incentives, and port/security infrastructure. To conclude, Odisha's mineral endowment, policy push, coastal advantage, and big-ticket FDI together convert a resource-rich state into a geopolitical asset for India.